Hello? Hello? I gotta go to work. I have to go to work. Hang on. I don't know whose bright-eyed. Oh my God, it's so dark. That wasn't even on. I'm dying. It's fine. It's fine. I'm dying. I didn't even realize that that light was off. I don't know who made the sun so goddamn bright. You know? I don't know who made the sun so goddamn bright. Jackie, good morning. Jackie, thank you for the raid. Jackie, thank you for the raid. I was not 100% ready. I was mostly ready. I was not 100% ready. I still have to do my blue sky post. But hi everybody, welcome on in from Jackie's raid. I hope everybody was a good time hanging out with Jackie. I was lurking on Jackie this morning while I was enjoying my breakfast. I hope everybody was having a good time hanging out. Let's start from the top. Anna Kalo, good morning. JB, how you doing? I hope you're having a good time. Excuse me. Hope you're having a good time. FLCO fan, hello. Jackie's in the top 45% best at routing roads and making sure fake people get to work. Why does Jackie want to support capitalism so much? That's my question. Jackie, why are you so against UBI and public transit? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Iced Kage, hello. Failed, good morning. Hang on, I'm doing my blue sky alt text. There we go. Well, yeah, why does Jackie hate public transit so much? Why doesn't Jackie invest more resources into trains and buses and intermetro rail systems? These are the questions we need to be asking. Hello. I hope everybody's having a good morning. Hope everybody is doing all right. It's Thursday, people tell me. I'm being told it's Thursday. Half of that is because I asked people yesterday how their Friday is going, and everyone yelled at me that it was Wednesday. So, mass transit is a different game by the same dev. Wow, they should. So they gave up. So few people played the mass transit game. And they were like, I guess we'll make one about roads. Oh my goodness. But all right. So it was with. Listen, I get it, but also it was one of the very few times that I said something and everyone that could hear the thing that I said went, no! One of the very few times, you know? So maybe they'll make ones about planes. So then they have planes, trains, and automobiles. Classic. We only pay attention when you say something wrong. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds correct. Sage, good morning. Excuse me. Man, I played quite a bit of this game already. Oh, there's an achievement for completing a playthrough on Legendary. Today's my Friday because I took off tomorrow. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I love when people take Fridays off. That's so good. That's so good. All right, so today we start a new game after after being stuck to one game for almost 4 months. We start a new one. I'm very excited, mostly because I'm excited to be done with Persona 5 and give my thoughts some time to sort of settle in. And so happy to be done with Persona 5, not gonna lie. I think even with all of the positive things I have to say about that game, I think it's too long. I think it's really hard to make a game that's 100 hours and is interesting that entire 100 hours. And you know, even games I have enjoyed more, I have felt bogged down by the length of. And really, I didn't feel, I was talking to Aaron about this, I didn't feel the length. I didn't feel how long it was until we got to the post-game stuff. Like, once we got to the post-game stuff, I was like, oh my God, there's fucking more of this, you know? Like, and that feeling never went away. As soon as we started the Royal DLC, the Royal DLC, I was like, ugh. And it didn't do anything exciting to grab me. Celestian, hello. Celestian, good morning. It didn't do anything exciting to grab me. It didn't add any new mechanics. It didn't really add any new characters. They had kind of fucked themselves. You keep calling it DLC, but it's not. It was DLC. It is DLC. It's DLC that then they integrated into the main game. It's DLC. Like they integrated those characters into the main series, like sort of the main portion of the game. Not well enough, in my opinion. Which is difficult. I'll give them. You know what I mean? I will give them that. That's a very difficult thing to do. And I think they did a better job with Maruki because he's kind of a standalone character. He can kind of do his own thing. I don't think you interact enough with Yoshizawa in the rest of the game compared to how much you interact with her in Royal. But that's why maybe you shouldn't have done it that way. Right, it's hard. It's very, very hard. And maybe that's why you should have done it. It's a very, very good point. She'd enjoy. I mean, you interact with her in the sense that like she's around the school, you talk to her, you have parts of her story, but you're right. Like she doesn't join the thieves until the end. And it just feels awkward. It felt awkward to me when you have the like teaser of the palace. And then she's like, no, I don't want to do this. And then we come back to the palace and she's like, yeah, okay. And I'm like, okay, the thing that I knew was going to happen. Okay, thanks. Yeah, the story in that palace isn't worse than any of the other palaces. It's more just that I did not care. You know what I mean? By that point of the game, I just simply did not care. especially since she was the inciting incident from the start. Right, like she's right at the beginning. Yeah, it's hard. I respect that it's hard, and so I don't want to belabor that point too much. I was talking to Aaron. I think part of it may have been that they wanted to justify a big new release for the PS4. Because a reminder, Persona 5 originally released on the PS3, so it could be something. I could look this up. I imagine. I wonder if somebody did an interview or something. You know, it could be that they wanted to do a PS4 version, and they're like, oh hey, if we're gonna do a big PS4 version, let's add some stuff. Let's do whatever. I don't know, but yeah, I think regular Persona 5 story content, all of that stuff, fine. You know, had its highs, had its lows. Enjoyable overall. Once I got to Royal, I was like, I really, and it was so long. It was so long. I told Aaron, I'm really curious to like look at the VODs. I'm really curious to look at the VODs and see how much that added to my playtime. Because just yeah. Head of the office, my team has 2 in-office days the whole year. Okay. Well, that's not as bad as it could be. That's not as bad as it could be. I don't hate that. So, today, like I said, today we're starting more in the north. We talked about it yesterday. I'm very excited. I found some video. I found some different videos on archive.org that I want to check out beforehand. I found some trailers and some previews, and some different interviews and stuff that I'm curious to check out. So yeah. We're gonna do that. That'll probably take 20-25 minutes. But yeah, I was like, I wonder if there's any like old videos on archive.org. Guess what? There's a few. There's a few. We're fully remote. We don't get to see each other in person that much unless we all decide on our own to come in the office, which we don't. Unless we come in the office, we don't see each other, and we're not doing that. So but yeah, looking at the videos on archive.org, I almost want to see if I can submit, I don't know if there's a thing they do, like a deduplication request and be like, this is the same video. This is the same video. I'm the only member of the team in the same city as our home office. Oh. Yeah, that makes more sense too, because it's a much bigger hall for people to get in for that. They didn't want to redo the main game's plot, so Sumer and Yoshizawa get shoved to the cracks of their respective games until after the ending. Yeah, and it's bad. It's bad. It felt bad. Okay. Turn off BGM here. So this is the first trailer. I don't think this is like the first trailer for it might be the first trailer released for the game. But something kind of interesting. There's something interesting about this trailer.
Peggy 18.
That I want to point out. Let me know if it's too quiet for y'all. The sound for archive.org was very
the hand of Sauron
iffy for me.
Far. No land is safe from the shadow. But there are still those with the strength and the will to resist.
This is a very 2011 game. This game feels very 2010, 2011. This game feels a lot like the trailer at the very least. Makes me think a lot of Dragon Age 2. But what's really interesting about this trailer is when the game finally releases, the final build, you have a male ranger character and a female elf lore master. And in this trailer, those are flipped. I think that's kind of interesting. I think it's interesting that there is an official trailer that came out that has that flipped. And got far enough along that they designed the character and all that. So that's kind of cool. This is probably the first trailer. This is probably the first trailer. Sounds like sexism. It sounds like probably somebody decided that playing as a man of Numenor or a man of the Dunedain, having an Aragorn-like character was more interesting for gamers than a Lady Legolas character, which is to say, yes, You know what I mean? Where it's like, oh yeah, gamers are gonna want to play as Aragorn.
We are the only hope for the North, and we must bring down Agandar.
But again, man, 2010. If they don't have names, let us pick our gender. They do have names. They're named, voiced. I don't think they're canonical, but they do have names. Will gamers want to play Eowyn? Oh man, an Eowyn side game. Eowyn side game would have ruled. You have to manage the Rohirrim and shit. That would be rad. So yeah, this looks like the first regular trailer to come out. This is okay. So this was really cool. I couldn't figure out how many of these there were. So I'll give you a peek behind the curtain, right? So this is the archive.org page for this. There's a lot of duplicate videos in here. And there's a lot of just gameplay footage. And I didn't want to just do a gameplay video, but this video is pretty interesting. It is, I'm assuming it was released via GameSpot. I'm assuming a lot of this was recorded at press events or at E3. But this is a big media package. They love the new Fellowship.
There's a lot of things that make Lord of the Rings.
And again, let me know if it needs to turn up at all or anything. There are no captions for this.
Of fellowship.
And it means that a group of disparate people, different races, different skills, realizing that they have to work together.
You have the central character of Frodo, who has to do this impossible task. And he surrounds himself with facets of his personality that he doesn't quite have that make him more of a accomplished kind of person.
The Fellowship is sort of the central piece of the movie, and without that,
There's nothing. There's no movie. There's no quest.
Fellowship is like friendship on steroids.
All these people that you never thought would have been acquaintances, let alone friends, put aside their differences.
This is such a weird snapshot of 2011.
What's unique about the War of the North is that it allows you to push into an area of the world that you haven't been into, and with characters that you don't necessarily know.
Allow me to introduce my
I love this
Eridan
wizard with a hood.
and Farin of Erebor.
The fellowship that we're following is Andriel. She's a master of elven magic. And then there's Eridan, who is a ranger. And finally, we have Farin.
Farin the dwarf, he's from Erebor, the Lonely Mountain. And he's very much a grizzled veteran. He's seen a lot of battles. He definitely knows what he's doing too. He's killed tons of orcs and he's willing to kill some more. He kind of enjoys it.
I tried playing Lord of the Rings way back when, maybe an hour or so. I couldn't keep with it.
Big hammer and hit things with it.
MMOs can be tricky to get bought into.
So you're telling me Brian Posehn, he picked the dwarf when he was in here? He looks like a giant dwarf. That makes sense to me.
Yeah, do people remember Machinima?
I was down to the female elf lore master first, mainly because she's the chick. And I feel like you don't always get the option to play as a girl. She's basically a secret
2026.
agent. She is a great fighter. She's, a few centuries
I have like
old,
200
so she
hours in
definitely knows her way
Lotro.
around.
It's been a long time. Wait, was that actually Sean Astin, or was that? No, it was actually Sean Astin.
Sent on a mission from Aragorn to
It was actually Sean Astin, and they had Dominic Monaghan a little bit. There you go.
Footprints, because obviously he's a ranger, and if you follow those footprints, it will lead you to something, whether that be treasure or
yeah. That's why I think that this has to have been at some sort of big press event. They had some big press, hands-on thing, and they recorded people's thoughts and stuff.
And I was an elf last time. I feel like being a human this time.
Initially, they're sent on a mission by Aragorn, but as they head north, they start to piece together more elements of the story and discover a much greater threat. Agendaur is a lieutenant of Sauron, and he's been entrusted as Sauron's right hand in the north. So his mission is to gather armies in the north and unite them in an army and bring them down to crush Minas Tirith from the north.
DuckDuckGo's announced its browser now blocks most YouTube ads.
I think if you don't play this game
Wow.
multiplayer, you're kind of missing out on what.
Do I remember
makes
Machinima? I
Lord of
spent
the
many
Rings
afternoons
Lord of the
watching Red
Rings.
vs. Blue
It's
and Halo
about
montages.
Going on a quest with other people.
It's just really funny to be like, oh yeah, 2026. Does everybody remember machinima.com?
My friend from a battle sounds very noble.
Take refuge here.
Like when your friend is surrounded by 7 orcs and he's like, come on, dude, help me out here. And you run and then you start killing and he's like, thanks. That feeling is a feeling I probably will never have in my life as a real human being. So to have that through the video game is wonderful.
You can play either split screen or online. So if you want to play with a friend on the couch or if you want to play with a friend who's in another state, you can do that.
Yeah, we'll see until
mix and match those
YouTube
things,
somehow figures out their tech and fixes it.
Online.
That's what happens every time.
Your platoon, your group, your fellowship.
And whenever you play online, you're actually taking your character into that other person's game. And the experience and the loot that you gain in that other person's game, you keep that and you retain that and you bring that back to your own game as
There'll be a
well.
lawsuit first, probably.
Really trying to create something that is immersive.
Maybe,
that
depends how
people
much effort it
wanna
takes,
play
right?
Again and again.
If it's something an engineer can vibe code in a day, then
if you're into Lord
they'll
of the
do it.
Rings, this game is going to take up several months of your life, and having your wife go, "Are you playing that again?" And you going, "No, I'm emailing people. I'm getting work done."
So we got that one. There's a gameplay demo here that I think is really interesting. I didn't watch all of this. No ads is cool. Wouldn't that also cause YouTubers to make less money? YouTubers make no money on ads unless they are the people that are making videos that are getting 2 million views. Like from everyone that I've heard talk about it, it is not. Will they make less money? Yes. A lot of those people would prefer you go do a channel membership or you know, back their Patreon or something like that, you know. So I thought this was interesting because this is back when G4 was doing video from E3 live, which I thought was very cool. And this is a hands-on gameplay demo. This is kind of a real big time capsule.
Now, if you ask me, previous Lord of the Rings games were lacking in the decapitation department.
Yep.
But that's about to change with The War in the North.
Here to walk us through this M-rated adventure is producer Ruth Tomandel.
Oh, I don't think that's true.
Into the Middle-earth world.
It takes place at the same time as the trilogy, the books and the movies that everybody knows, but it's a new story. It's basically a different battle in the same
These
war.
two, what an era.
Now,
Reminder that Adam Sessler's a huge piece of shit.
A lot of Lord of the Rings games are a little bit tame, given the world that they're taking place in. So what liberties can you guys take that no one else has?
Well, what's great is the movies and the books actually have a lot of violence. I mean, the movies were pretty violent. It's just violence in movies isn't rated as high. So we're really able to get closer.
Oh yeah, what'd he do? Oh, he's, if I remember correctly, he's just like, he's just a white guy in that he doesn't examine a lot of his language. He's also just, he's a huge shithead to people online. He said a lot of shit to people.
We really want players to have to work together in order to
I don't remember
get
any
through. Lord of the
one
Rings is
specific
about
thing,
working
and I don't
together
want to
to defeat
accuse him of
evil,
anything
and we want the
specifically,
game
but
to
he's a
be about
massive
that.
piece of shit.
It's about supporting each other. It's about depending on your party, and so all of the skills of the
He's
characters
a
really
massive
tie
piece of
together,
shit.
and you have to use them to help your party members out.
If people find evidence of more specific stuff, hey, there you go, you
How
know.
do they fit into the game?
So the Great Eagles, especially Belaram, who's your companion kind of through the game, you rescue him early in the game, and then he helps you out. He can carry you from place to place, he gives you information, but more importantly, you can call him in combat, and he'll come down and just destroy your
Hell
foes.
yeah, look
So
at that.
It's really satisfying, and it's awesome. He's completely amazing.
And now is that, oh, he just left. I was gonna say, is that what we're looking at there in the background? And he's like, I did some damage, I'm out.
Yeah, he basically picks his own target, so you can call him for help. He comes down, chooses the most important target.
Guilty of being a dude on the internet. No, I want to say that he's not just Bude, hello. He's not like generally an asshole. He's actively acerbic. He's actively a shithead to people.
But it's pretty good.
And he's not in the industry or doing anything anymore.
It's completely the same campaign all the way through. You can have a friend drop in.
He's just a massive pile of garbage.
And now, so can you give us more information about the abilities of each character?
D.
So all three characters are really strong.
Probably rolling out of bed. Great job. I'm glad to. Yeah, I had a great time. I had a great time doing the raid.
The human is great at single target, high damage.
I had a great time. D and Big Dark Love and Failed and Brian and Failed Partner. We all did Vault of Glass again last night.
Yeah, exactly. If you
We had it on. We had it handled.
Some secrets that are only available to one of the characters, then you can go through and play the level again as a
We
different
had
character,
it
or just choose
handled.
another character to play through the next level.
Where does this fit sort of in the story of the Lord of the Rings?
Oh my God! Look at all that
So
loot.
As the Fellowship and the Ring are traveling south to Mordor, you start out in the same area. You actually start out in Bree talking to Aragorn.
Oh my God! Look at this
And then
video
as the
game. As video
progresses, you
game.
travel farther and farther north as the Ring is traveling south, because there's basically two armies kind of trying to squish Middle Earth between two forces of evil, and your job is to find and disrupt the forces in the north.
So then we will see some familiar faces, but you've also created some new characters for people to...
Yeah, it's great because we can draw from the films, from the books, and create new characters, so it's really the best of all possible worlds for us. So yeah, we've got definitely characters you'll be familiar with, that you're used to, like Aragorn and some others. New characters like
D even
Balaram,
got D got
some characters from
the
books that you haven't seen before.
the exotic. D got very lucky and got the exotic. So
When do we get to play it?
Sometime this year. It's coming out 2011.
All right.
very excited.
Thank you. Thank you.
Remember G4 tried to happen on Twitch and that lasted how long? Yeah, I don't have a solid memory of that time. I don't have a solid memory of that time, but I think you know, an obvious struggle for a channel that was, I mean, part of what was so exciting about that video we just saw was that G4 was on site showing people what was happening at E3, right? And that becomes a lot less exciting when you can just go on YouTube. Says our co-founded Spike Trap, an AI-based social media intelligence platform. Oh, yeah, fuck him. Who cares? Big Dark 11 Eyes zipped over to the final quest in Witch Queen. I put so many holes in Savathun. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hang on, this is being weird. Okay, I think it freaked out because I had too many tabs open because I had like 5 archive.org tabs. So it didn't like that. Screaming hello. G4 was built for a different internet. Yeah. Yeah. And in a way that like was maybe their fault for, you know, did they not handle it well? I don't know. But also, you know, when they, God, I remember because G4 was a pay for channel. If I remember correctly, like G4 was a premium channel. You had to pay, you know, be paying a separate package for it. So like I remember maybe this E3 or maybe like 2012. I remember begging my parents to buy the E3 coverage package and like sitting in their room, like coming home from school and sitting in their bedroom and watching G4 for a few hours. Also about to do something very gremlin. Apologies. What are you doing? No. No. We're not doing this.
War in the North, it's co-op action RPG. And I think what's really cool is like action RPG.
No.
It used to mean an RPG with lots of action. Now it's actually a good action game and a strong RPG kind of combined and really taking that to the next level. And the way we reached that.
Brian will ban you. You're lucky Brian's not here.
Studios obviously has this incredible, you know, more than a decade legacy of making great action RPGs, and then becoming part of Warner Brothers, who have Lord of the Rings, so the richest, most detailed fantasy universe ever created. So the opportunity to combine those two things and put together the co-op action.
Fine spending today's community choice vote for a bit.
Was fantastic.
Just immediately like, no.
So again, one of the great advantages we have is it's not a movie game. It's not just the, you know, the
Gabby, hello.
Movies are wonderful, huge inspiration. They help a lot, but we've got the book
Gabby, good
rights
morning.
as well, the literary rights from Tolkien. So the ability to have the best of both worlds. So to touch on the story from Lord of the Rings and involve characters like Gandalf and Aragorn and Elrond in the story, but then also to actually go off and explore new parts of Middle-earth that have been referenced in Tolkien's books but haven't actually been explored or experienced by players was fantastic. Because
I take I'm not a fan of any game doing New Game Plus.
It's truer to the experience of Tolkien and Lord of the
It
Rings,
needs to
those
be.
books and those movies are very much a journey of discovery. You're constantly
Remember G4 just being on a GameStop as background noise? Yeah.
To reproduce that experience.
Yeah, G4 filled a very specific
big part of the game. So
space,
directly in the story.
And once the internet shifted and making videos became less of a thing that you needed a studio and a production team and a big camera to do.
Traveling with the player characters and so on, but the other thing is they're really kick-ass allies in combat as well.
Especially for a premium channel, you know.
In combat in certain situations.
You know, they tried to bring G4 back, and personality-based video game reporting is definitely a thing you can do, but again, it's very difficult to do in a studio with production. There's a massive money investment that
you see in the films and that Tolkien described as well. You know, didn't describe War and Combat as a kind of sanitized sort of fun experience. It's dark and it's nasty and it's brutal and there's limbs flying and so on. And so we wanted to reproduce that. But then additionally, it's great because it does let us put more depth into the gameplay and into the combat. So
what I found is basically Cesar's a crotchety old man regarding the video games industry on social media and feeds the trolls. Yeah, he's just garbage. Every time I see anything about him, it's just like, oh wow, he sucks ass.
Severing and decapitations, and if you keep that chain going, then feeds back into your XP multipliers rack up and your score racks up. So, you know, it's good for the gameplay, it's good for the authenticity of the story, and it's great that we can be the first mature rated Lord of the Rings game.
Oh, right. This was a big deal that it was the first mature rated Lord of the Rings game. You basically need to buy off some of the bigger YouTubers, come be anchors on your channel. That's kind of what they did, Boo. That's kind of what they did. They had, you know, people who were, you know, like known YouTubers and Twitch people. But they still had stuff in a studio with, I think, like time blocks and stuff. And I think, if I remember correctly, it was like funded by Paramount or something. They had some industry backer, and it was basically someone had the idea of, oh, what if we brought back G4? What if we brought back G4? Like, oh man, I loved G4. What if we brought back G4? And he was apparently high enough that he could just do it. But then after the first time, you know, the first little bit, it was like, this isn't making a lot of money, you know? And that's, it's hard to get off the ground when your main goal is, we have to be making a lot of money. If you don't have a lot of industry contacts, if you don't have, not adding enough to the landscape, right? Well, and I mean, it's not even that it's adding to the landscape. It's when the person that is giving you the money is only concerned about making money, you really need to be making money. You know what I mean? Things like Aftermath and Remap and Giant Bomb and all these places are able to exist because the people that are in charge of them, the people that own them, are the people that are running them. And the people that are fans and viewers are the people that are giving them money, right? So it's kind of like, it's like, hey, I'm giving you money because I just want to see you do more stuff. You know, it's why, you know, Waypoint was some of the best stuff, because the people that were supporting Waypoint were the people that were watching and enjoying what was going on at Waypoint. That's not aiming to make a venture capitalist happy level money. Right. It's not, oh my God, we need to be making all of this money. It's like, hey, we just need to, you know, make sure that, you know, we're, you know, hitting whatever point, you know, that's for them to decide and know. But you're right. It's not, we need to make this executive 2 levels up that has no idea what we're doing happy with the amount of money. You know, we just need to be hitting these much more reasonable goals. And if you make more money, then you can, you know, you can do new things, you can add on things, you can do whatever. So it's a very, very different kettle of fish. So yes, it's War in the North. I like checking out older videos. You know, there's a lot of gameplay stuff. I specifically didn't want to watch gameplay stuff. You know what I mean? I specifically didn't want to watch gameplay stuff. I wanted to watch, here's the people talking about the games. Here, you know, here's not executives, like here's developers talking about the games. Back to your earlier point about culture being different, by extension, gamer culture. I did that, I don't know, see where G4 could actually take its slot as premium quality channel operating in space. It was cool, they were around for a bit. It was like, hey, remember these folks, the shine wear off real quick. I also think G4, especially the G4 of 2010 that we saw, was very gamer culture. A lot of dudes, a lot of, you know, unexamined assumption of misogyny. A lot of the xenophobic, like, overtones, undertones of this era came from G4 or were exacerbated by G4. A lot of people point to G4 and Kotaku of the era as why, like, people hated JRPGs. of this era, and it was simply Japan game bad. So it's weird to look back at, like, if you want to, you can go and search like X-Play or Attack of the Show or anything like that. That's on archive.org. Archive.org has a bunch of it. You can go see it in real time. You know, you can go see what it was. And I think that's very important. You know, I think it's very important that, you know, you don't have to just take my word for it. You can go and you can be like, oh no. Oh no. Like I would love to see what they had to say about like Final Fantasy 13. And by I would love to see, I mean, it would probably be upsetting. You know, so let's get the game started. 2000's G4 had a vendetta against JRPGs. It was very, you know, it was focused on, you know, action games, boy games, you know, and it feels like like at least some of that was stemming from like, we're gonna take video games seriously, or we're gonna make them take video games seriously, or some shit like that. And I think that just made a lot of people weird. You know, I think that made a lot of people weird, and that made a lot of people make choices and say things they didn't properly examine. At best, you know, at the absolute kindest. But so, Lord of the Rings, War in the North. We're gonna start. As you can see, I have a save. We're gonna start a new game. What's very cool is you can still play this game split screen, but I don't think the online multiplayer works. Obviously, because it's based off of Games for Windows Live. And you can see our settings on PC, very minimal. We do get subtitles. I'm gonna turn off damage numbers. And we're gonna play as Andriel, the elf wizard, because like the title says, of course I'm gonna fucking play as the elf wizard. So, what game is it? They scored ridiculously low because it was JRPG, despite having wild acclaim, and they got backlash and then doubled down. I don't know. It looks like it has LAN support. Yeah, it does look. You could do it local, and it has split screen. So like you could, if everybody still has a copy, you could theoretically play it multiplayer. But
Of the Great War of the Ring, many songs have been
Parsec, maybe? Maybe?
The names of heroes like Gandalf the Grey, Aragorn the King, and Frodo the Ring-Bearer.
I don't know if this is Ian McKellen or a really good sound-alike.
Yet Sauron's grasp stretched much further than the lands of Gondor and Rohan alone. And
if it's a sound-alike, they're really good.
Great evil in the north of Middle-earth had a handful of heroes not stood in his path.
Or the Northland party at CalderCon.
Their stories, too, deserve to be told. Pay heed now to one such tale, which begins here in the town of Bree.
I don't think it's Ian McKellen. No, I'd be surprised. I'd be very surprised. Not movie accurate Aragorn.
Eredon, well met. And in company with Andriel of
Resdell, hello.
of Erebor. An unlikely trio to find walking through the doors of the Prancing Pony. You were at Sarn Ford.
So you remember I watched a video.
From Halbarad?
Yes. Grim news.
This sure was a bizarre time recollection.
Tell me what has happened, but keep your voices low.
I could see that.
And friendly ears, even here in Bree.
3 days passed. The guard at Son Ford was attacked by 9 Black Riders.
Does this have a behind the voice actors page?
Stand fast, Rangers!
We were overwhelmed, and the enemy passed into the Shire.
Keep your voice as low so the person farthest away leaves it. Yeah, I'm just gonna stand and talk from over here. It's okay.
From Mordor they come. Our folk could not hope to stand against the 9 together.
Oh, it does.
How bad were our losses?
Hell yeah.
Very bad. We tried to resist them, but they were surrounded by an aura of unnatural dread.
There is more you should know. After the rout, one of the Black Riders met with an ally, a man of great malice and power.
Gandalf is voiced by Tom Kane. Yeah, Andoril is voiced by Laura Bailey.
As our master commanded, I have stirred up the orcs of the mountains. Even
Eridan is Nolan North. That's really funny.
of old Fornost. Return at once and prepare your forces. We will have need of them soon. My orcs will be ready. These lands have known peace for too long. They will soon feel the Dark Lord's wrath.
I'm glad we were just chilling as the 2 enemy commanders were just hanging out a little.
Our position grows all the more desperate.
But why all this force against the peaceful halflings? It can't be the enemy sees them as a threat.
Who's this?
There is a hobbit of the Shire who should be coming this way with a great burden. If it falls into the hands of the enemy, it will mean doom for us all. Now this hobbit is adrift on the road with enemies all around. I must find him before they do. And I need you to help me keep him safe.
You are my chieftain. I will gladly do whatever you command.
I'm a part of this now as well.
Then we 3 are of one mind. How can we aid you?
We must reduce...
You're my boss, so okay.
Travel there and do whatever you can to keep the enemy's eye turned towards you and away from the Shire.
Perhaps we will have help in this task. Eladan and Elrohir were in the north when last I heard. Any gathering of the enemy is certain to attract their attention.
Good. You could find no better allies than the sons of Elrond half-elven.
I hope we meet. But with or without help, the enemy will be kept busy. We'll make sure of that.
Me routinely at work, you're the boss, so... You're my chieftain, so yeah, I guess I'll do that. Oh man, here we go. Look at this. Talk to Aragorn, sure. Yeah, what's up?
I have a few questions, if I may, Aragorn.
Shh. Here in Bree, there is no Aragorn. Only Strider the Ranger.
Look at this. Look at this very effective.
Why do you hide behind this false name? Strider is no fitting name for one of your proud lineage.
I wonder if there's sound settings now that I'm in the game.
Would not be pleased to know that Isildur's heir still lives. The time is not right for Aragorn, son of Arathorn, to stand...
Stop saying his name!
For now, I am simply Strider.
Stop saying your name. When I'm here, don't call me Aragorn, okay? Because if people hear that Aragorn is here, they're gonna get really mad. People would be really, really mad if Aragorn, son of Arathorn, was hanging out here in Bree. So don't call me Aragorn.
What of this man, Agandar, who met with the Black Riders? What do you make of him?
Some servant of the Dark Lord, and by his name...
I'm not sitting on the bench.
The North bodes ill for us all, but I'm glad you discovered it. At least now we are forewarned.
I love video games. I love video games.
Those creatures that attacked us at San Ford, those Black Riders, I have never seen anything like them before. What are they?
Do you not know them? There are whispered tales and legends enough that tell of them. They are the 9, the Ring Wraiths. Of all the servants of the enemy, they are the most feared.
Is this a sequel to Lord of the Rings? No. This is a sort of side tale to things that are happening in the movies.
This Agendar, he was no wraith. He seemed like a man, one filled with malice and dark power, but a man nonetheless. But what kind of man would serve the Dark Lord?
Not all the Dark Lord's servants are wraiths and orcs. There have been and still are many men, warriors and kings that walk alive under the sun, and yet are under his sway, willing or unwilling.
What can you tell me of Fornost?
Fornost was once a great...
I like that there's like branching dialogue.
...kingdom of Arnor.
It's interesting.
Fell to the Witch King long ago. The men of Gondor and the elves formed an alliance that drove the Witch King out, but Fornost was never rebuilt. The ruins remain a place of dread for many. The men of Bree call it Dead Man's Dyke and fear to go near. It is a perfect place for our enemies to gather in secret.
So Agendar chose well, it seems. We will travel to Fornost and see what we can do to upset his plans.
Okay. Lesbians. Travel to Fornost. Hang on.
These people seem to have no notion of the...
Oh yeah, I was...
that threaten them.
Talk to this random man.
Welcome to Bree. You're a stranger around here. May I ask you a few questions?
Questions? Concerning what?
We hear a lot of talk from travelers these days. Most of them speak of war.
What's that style of RPG called? CRPG? I mean, it's they're just called RPGs now, but they're kind of...
Say it's far away and
they grew out of CRPGs.
I'm not
yeah.
so sure. You've traveled, maybe seen a few things. What's your opinion? Should we be worried?
There is much to worry about, and the danger is not far off.
I was afraid of that. If only I could convince others. But until then, I will have to take action on my own.
What do you intend to do?
I'd like to arrange for arming the town. We'll need more than pitchforks if we're forced.
Mitchie D, hello.
I tried to convince a dwarven merchant to bring us weapons.
I just bought this on the 360. Totally passed by me at the time. Hell yeah.
Perhaps
I've had this on Steam since apparently 2011.
Groff. He's selling his wares from a market stall down the street. You might still find him there.
I shall speak.
Did I just find a side quest? Yes. I found a side quest. I was gonna yell of the... Oh. I can talk to so many people.
What have we here? A stranger in town. A stranger's just what I'm looking for. Interested in a little harmless pastime? It's time to make some money from it.
I mean, I'm money.
What sort of pastime did you have in mind?
Why, nothing more than a simple game of riddles is all. I love a good game of riddles. But everyone in town has already heard all I know. I reckon I could stump you, though.
I thought he was propositioning you. You know.
My folk enjoy riddles as well, but I have never heard of money changing hands over them.
It's simple. You stake some money and I ask you a riddle. If you give the right answer quick enough, I'll double your money. If you're wrong, the coins go to me. What do you say?
All right, we got to do it.
I am intrigued. Ask me your riddle.
First, you have to put up your money. How much do you care to wager? Remember, you stand to double it if your wits are quick enough.
I don't know how much money I have. We're going to go with 10.
Done. Now remember, you'll have to answer quick. I won't give you long with real money at stake. Are you ready?
Come on, Tedder.
Yes, let me hear your riddle.
The more you have of it, the less you see. What is it? Oh, right you are.
Darkness.
You're a smart one. Give me a chance to win it back, eh? What do you say to double or nothing on another try?
Very well, you shall have your chance. Let me hear your riddle.
My life can be measured in hours. I serve by being devoured. Thin I am quick, fat I am slow, wind is my foe. What am I?
A candle.
Oh, correct. You've a cunning mind, no mistake. Go again, double or nothing?
So I put down 10, so I made 20, so it's double or nothing, so 40. So double or nothing again would be 80.
As you wish. Riddle away.
The more of these you take, the more you leave behind. What are they?
Footsteps.
That's the answer. I've been too easy on you.
Let's go.
Go double or nothing and I'll stomp you this time for sure.
As you wish. Riddle away.
This is the game.
So fragile, even saying its name can break it.
Silence.
Oh, right by thunder. I can't get anything by you. Give me one last chance. Double or nothing once again.
No.
Enough riddles for now. I will take my coins and depart.
What's in my pocket? Can I? Oh, hell yeah. We got loot. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh my God, why can I talk to all these people? It seems so odd to have all of this interaction in a game that's mainly about action.
Oh, my. Bless me if it isn't an elf maid right here in my inn. And pretty as a flower and all. It's been ages and ages.
Midgie, how you doing, buddy?
One like you in the prancing pony.
How you doing?
It's an honor. That's what it is. An honor. Plain and simple.
I didn't play this, I played Conquest. That makes sense.
What can I do for you, lady?
Tell me about your inn.
The prancing pony's been in my family for generations. I can't rightly say how long, it goes that far back. I'm told there's been an inn on this spot nearly as long as there's been a town.
Tell me about your town.
Oh, breathe.
Tell me about your town.
Been here for ages and ages. This is the only place in the world you'll find hobbits and men living side by side. We used to see a lot of travellers coming through Bree. Not so much nowadays. But I still get customers enough to keep me busy.
I may have need of a few things before I leave Bree. Where should I look?
Where can I buy a cool hat?
Shops here in town, but I suspect most of them wouldn't suit your needs. You might try Adelgar Oldbank's shop. He's got a collection of unusual items which might interest you. It's right across the street from here, on the corner. If it's repairs you need, try Elman Brushwood, our blacksmith. His smithy is just across the street, but there on the corner.
Great.
What news do travelers bring of late?
Lately, the talk's mostly about trouble away to the south. Seems like there may be war or some other calamity brewing down there. Folks have been coming up the Greenway, or the old road from the south, looking for a place to find some peace.
Are they settling here in the Breelands?
Well, no.
Matt, have you ever borne the mutton chop look? No.
Sympathetic to their troubles.
No.
Just that Bree belongs to Bree folk. We can't take in a lot of outsiders. I don't like the look of a lot of these newcomers. Some of them have mischief on their minds.
Thank you, and farewell.
There's a Tim's on the way and grab something there. Hell yeah, get some Timmies. Hell yeah. My sideburns don't go in that thick anymore.
Oh, you're an elf, aren't you?
It means I have to, I don't know. Celestian, I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a good day. I have no time for daydreamers.
You must pardon my saying so, but you seem troubled.
Oh no, it's no trouble. Not really. It's more like...
Hey, can I be real? This game looks great, and maybe we should have stopped here. Like, maybe a little bit more just to make them look a little less shiny plasticky, but this is pretty good.
Surely that is a good thing. Tell me, who is it that you
Like, the lip sync is really solid specifically.
My childhood sweetheart. I always thought we were meant for each other, but her father doesn't like my prospects.
Selkie, hello.
Arranging a match with the blacksmith, Edmund Brushwood.
A father's wishes are not to be set aside lightly.
Remember Dragon Age 2 Bioware dev saying this is as good as games need to look. Let's stop here and focus on something else.
I'm not sure. I always told her how much I loved her when
They're
we were
smart.
children. It was all a game back then. Then we got older and it got so much harder to say.
If you love her, tell her so.
I want to tell her, I do. Look, this locket belonged to my mother. I want to give it to Idona as a token of my love. But the chain is broken.
Selkie, how you doing this morning?
Only one in town who can fix it. If I take it to him, he's
My
sure.
winter beard gets pretty thick. I've absolutely done the mutton chop for a minute before the full shave. That's fair.
A simple matter. Let
DA2 dev speaking truth. Yeah.
Yes, that might work.
It's really funny when you look at 360 games and you're like, wow, a lot of these still look
Idona's father.
really good.
Careful eye on his daughter and won't give me a moment alone with her.
I will take her the locket and your words.
Wonderful.
This is so funny that I just spoke to Aragorn and he's like, yeah, I think there's evil guys coming. Maybe go hang out with Elrond's sons. And the first thing I do is like, let me go help out this guy with love.
Very well.
Let me go help out this lovesick guy.
And just one more thing. After you talk to her, could you come back and tell me what she said? One way or another, I have to know.
Certainly. I will bring you her answer.
Finally got to sleep in, sorta. I laid in bed for an extra 25 minutes until my cat lost it and jumped on my head. That's very funny. Customize appearance? Oh. Oh. I didn't know I could do all this. Character completed. That's very funny. What am I doing to... Oh, there's a mirror. There's a mirror on the wall. Do I have no. Review your tutorial messages by pressing back. This game has thankfully avoided the realistic dates quickly. Well, it's partially because of how kind of simple but good everything looks. Yeah, this looks fine.
So, what brings an elf to my shop? Surely you don't need old elves.
Who's the preciousest of them all?
I thought you elves could conjure up magical swords with a snap of your fingers.
That's racist.
Stories I was told is allowed. Back again.
Oh, okay. So So I didn't follow up on the thing that he said.
What can I do for you?
So I can't talk to him about it ever.
I would like to have this locket repaired. Are you able to do the
So we've learned that.
Let's see it. Looks like something might have been made in these parts.
Fantasy racism in Lord of the Rings. Yeah, right? Who'd have thought?
I expect one of your kind to have something like this. But
You are correct. It is Bree work. I am having it repaired as a favor to a friend.
I see. Well, it couldn't be simpler. I'll just add another link, and it won't cost you but a single silver penny.
Guess what? I made so much money off of that Hobbit guy. Whatever.
Thank you. Farewell, Smith.
Okay, so now I've got the locket and I gotta take it to the guy. We've got a little investigate spot.
There's little in the way of art or gardens in Bree. I wonder if the towns of men are always so dismal.
Yeah. Shopkeeper, hello.
Well, bless me. If it isn't an elf walking right into my shop like something from an old tale.
Welcome, welcome. What can I do for you? I hope you have a treat.
They really are dismal.
Nothing as wonderful as elf-made goods.
Who?
Do you deal often with my kind?
Not often, sadly. But there are still elves that wander from time
to
time through the Chetwood nearby. Sometimes I've been fortunate enough to meet with them.
I see. Have you met with any recently?
Why, no, now that you mention it. I guess it's been a few years.
Trying to figure out who this
Though sometimes I've had a
voice is.
they were about. Just not seen, if you take my meaning.
Richard Stephen Horwitz. Oh, he's the guy who voices Invader Zim. That's why it sounds so familiar.
I am not surprised that meetings with my kin have become rare. Do you know why this is so?
Folks say that the elves are leaving our shores, heading west and sailing away for other lands. Some around here might be happy to know that was true, but for my part, I hoped isn't. Yet I imagine you'd know more about that than me.
Yeah.
It is true. Many of my
We just get to have this whole conversation with this guy. This is so wild.
There are those of us who still love these lands of Middle Earth. We will remain here.
I hear it's been years since I watched that. I was like, this is hitting something in my brain.
Good, good. I hope to see more elves visiting and trading with us. Speaking of which, what can I do for you?
What do you got? Origin man. He's Alpha from Power Rangers and Raz. Oh shit. A respect token is 16,000 money. Well, hey, guess what? We're not gonna be picking up. Guess what? We won't be purchasing. This gives me 21 armor, and that seems like a good. Oh my God, there's set bonuses. Oh man. We're gonna be getting into it. Shoulders. Oh, I don't know what my stats do. Okay, I'm gonna buy this headpiece. Cause it's 21 extra armor and it's a pretty sick looking circlet. So I'm guessing I want will, but armor's always a good choice. You know, video games, man, we gotta. Invader Zim is great. Invader Zim missed me. Talk to the Southerner.
You're a strong man, Bramble. You do well with it.
Steve Bloom.
Sounds good, but I don't know. I wouldn't want to hurt no one. Not real bad, anyway. You think they care about you? I say take what you want and the rest be damned.
Steve Bloom. Bub.
Well, what do you want, Elf? This is a private conversation.
You said something about hurting people. Why?
And he voices somebody else in this game, so I totally believe.
Well, you know, be part of a gang.
Shut your mouth, Harley Bramble. You don't have to spill your guts to this pointy ear.
Wow!
Long hair.
I don't like your tone.
I sense that it is you who does not belong here. Keep your insults to yourself.
And what if I don't? What are you gonna do about it, eh?
Hell yeah!
You filthy dog. Have it your way for now.
Palm strike.
Friends, powerful friends. You'll soon be sorry. Mark my words. This old town will be sorry.
Elves know kung fu. Everybody knows that elves know kung fu.
Where's your friend?
Me? No, I don't. I don't even know him, really. He's a stranger here. Just come up from the south a week or two ago. I won't have any...
This is the same energy as, do you know who my father is?
I mistrust that one. What did he want?
I love that we're just like,
I'm not really
do I need to punch you in the nose too? Yeah, how do you feel? You saw what happened. How do you feel about that guy?
He means no good to Bree or to you. You would do well to avoid men.
Is the game loud enough? It's really quiet for me. Let me know if the game needs to get turned up at all.
But it's still my town. I shouldn't go siding with strangers.
Be certain you do not.
A smidge quiet.
No good would come of
Yeah, it's a little quiet for me. I've had to turn it up quite a bit. You can probably turn it up a little bit. Okay, let's go from 6 to 4.5. Sadly, you cannot platinum this one likely. I bet you I can. I think the hardest one of them is getting a 3-player thing. I bet you I could do something with Parsec like we talked about. I'll take a quiet game over having my eardrums blown out. Yeah, I can always turn a game up.
Now, if you don't mind my saying so, you don't look much like
Groff.
Is there something I can do for you?
I have a favor to ask of you.
A favor?
Groff.
These people have need of arms. Will you bring a supply of weapons for trade?
You're pulling my beard. Weapons for these folk? They wouldn't know which end of the sword to hang on to. I might as well try selling shoes to a hobbit.
The days of peace and
Very well, I tried. Like, oh well.
be prepared should danger come upon them.
I'll not deny times are growing dark. There's trouble all around. But you'll never get these folks to believe it. Life's been too easy for them for too long.
Not everyone is blind to the growing threat. It was one of the townsmen who sent me to ask this of you. There are others who are worried as well.
It'll take more than a few sensible folk to make it worth my time. These people are simple and peace-loving. It's plowshares they want, not swords.
Build thrones, not tables. No, burn thrones, build tables. What am I saying? I don't know words. Don't talk to me.
They will learn quickly should trouble come their way. Surely you do not wish to leave them defenseless in their need.
You're right, of course. Maybe it's not such a bad idea after all. At least I'd have no competition. All right, I'll do it.
Wow, Matt revealing their...
You have made the right choice. The Bree folk will thank you.
I mean, listen, you gotta have a throne. Everybody loves a fancy chair. Right? Everybody loves a fancy chair. That's you know, who you put on it, that's your business. But a fancy chair? Oh, love it.
Did you speak with Groff? What did he say? Will he bring us weapons?
I was able to convince him. You will have your arms.
Hey, since I talked to you, your hair changed and you have a new hat.
Concern now is the time it will take. What if we need to defend the town before the dwarf-made goods arrive? Maybe you could help me with that as well.
How so?
I can tell by your gear that you are no stranger to a fight. If you should have occasion to, well, let's say, recover any weapons you don't need, bring them to me and I will pay you for them.
Random shithead news. Did y'all hear the tagline for the IndyCar race in DC? It's one nation, one race. Guys, please. Guys, please.
I will bear that in mind.
Say it out loud. You're in a robe wearing a tiara. What says about, what about that says you know your way around a fight? The big staff that I'm carrying and my two friends, one of which has a sword as big as he is, and my little dwarf buddy. Race is also sponsored by Freedom 250. We all know what they're saying. Yeah, probably. My fear is they did say it out loud. Right, they were like, man, this sounds great, actually. One nation, one race. Whew, that hits. Okay, I gotta go to some guy. Oh, wait, is it you? Are you the person I need to talk to? You are! Oh, that's so...
Hello, is there something I can do for you?
That's so convenient.
Rowley Appledore wishes me to present a gift.
A gift? From Rowley? But I thought that is he. I'm sorry, it's just so unexpected. What is this gift?
This locket, which once belonged to his mother.
Oh, it's beautiful. But I don't understand. Why is he giving me this now?
He also wished me to tell you how deeply he loves you.
Rowley loves me? Still? We were so close when we were children, but I thought he had forgotten all that.
No, he remembers, and it means everything to him.
But this is wonderful news.
I brought you a gift from Rowley. What is it? Never mind, I need to go. Never mind, I fucked up.
The poor, simple, wonderful fool.
He is awaiting your answer. What should I tell him?
Oh, please tell him I love him, and that we will find a way to be together always.
Making Middle Earth a better place, one person at a time.
Farewell, Idona.
And let me just walk back down the street. You might say, Matt, this quest design is very unexciting because you just went and spoke to a guy and then walked back down the street and talked to a guy again. And to that I say, is the quest any more exciting if the street is across the map? Is the quest actually any more exciting if the length of the street is the size of the map? I would argue no.
Did you speak to Idona? What did she say? I'm dying to know.
Rejoice. She loves you.
Wonderful, wonderful. I can't thank you enough, my friend. But wait, hang on.
Clearly an homage to the fetch quest.
Edmund must have charged.
It just sucks you have to fetch quests in the rain. I'll give you that. Yeah.
I owe you for that and for your trouble. Here, take what I have. I wish it could be more.
No, listen, he did charge me, so.
Thank you, and good luck to you both.
50 coins, let's go. Yeah, it sucks to fetch quest in the rain. I'll give you that one. Okay, so bring extra weapons to him. So probably after a fight, I can come back to Bree. We'll do a little price comparison.
Back again. What can?
This was busted. So let's repair that. You swap characters, or you stuck with your choice? You are stuck with your choice for the level. You can, I believe, swap characters like per level. Horses. Yeah, this game is fine. Gather your party, proceed. Oh, they're here. Along the chief city of the northern Dunedain kingdom of Arnor, Fornost was conquered by the Witch King of Angmar over 1,000 years ago. His dominion was short-lived, however. He is in turn driven from the city by the forces of Gondor. Fornost was never reoccupied and fell into ruin, become a place of dread. People of Bree know it as Dead Man's Dyke, and they believe the ruins to be haunted. Only rangers dare to tread there now. Well, let's go there and see what the fuck is going on.
This is Fornost, yet I see no sign of the enemy.
These ruins could hide a large army. We might even now be under the gaze of unfriendly eyes.
Well, we came to provide a distraction for Aragorn, and what better way to do
Good
that
echo.
than walking in the front door. Let's be about it.
Let's be about it.
Foul creatures!
Oh. So they haven't taught me how to attack. I'm just gonna hit some buttons. Oh. Yeah, they didn't tell me how to do anything, which is very funny. When that icon appears, press Y to perform a critical strike. Yeah. Oh. So at some point they told me, okay, so X is regular attack, Y is a heavy attack. LB can block some enemy attacks. While blocking, press X to push enemies back. That's good. When an enemy is damaged, a critical strike meter builds. When the icon appears, press Y to perform a critical strike. Performing critical strikes without hit enables hero mode. While in hero mode, extra damage is dealt with each attack. Okay. So at some point that little tutorial message popped up and I didn't see that it was happening, and that's fine. Oh, hi. Okay. Oh, loot. Use experience to level up skills and abilities. Okay. Hold LT. Ah.
I have a good use for this.
Gargoyle sword. Gandalf was out here dual wielding. I think I can. I just couldn't buy one. So once we get a little money, once we get a little more money.
Archers.
Ah! Okay, there's no way you can do that. Critical sever. Oh my god, I cut him in half. Oh my god, I'm destroying them. I'm so strong. The dude died. Oh no.
Come on, dwarf. There are still foes to defeat.
Hey, both of my other... Oh, no. Okay. Please? Hey, they didn't... That's the button. Oh, wait. Down strike. Okay.
Come now, dwarf.
They didn't technically tell me how to heal,
I'm in your debt.
which is very funny. I just had to figure that one out. Oh my god, I cut his head off with a stick.
That was closer to death than I care to be.
Hey, I'm kind of owning. Oh my god.
The gate has opened.
Oh my god. Hey, can you guys stop coming for 2 seconds so that I can like... Oh, okay, just do it. Okay. Well, you're 1,000 years older than your comrade, so that makes sense. Okay, so I definitely want some will and maybe a little strength. RT and B. Oh my god. Hey dog, you have a sword and I'm kind of just eating your lunch. Hey, I'm kind of the best. I'm kind of the best of y'all. Everybody needs to step their game up. Just want to throw that out there. And I do magic.
Hey, did you just take his wallet? He just took that guy's wallet.
This bloom is beautiful.
Looks like Mac took the bloody mess perk. Now, they made a whole big deal about this being the first mature rated Lord of the Rings game, and I think we know why. Damage up. Orc, hello. Matt really leaned into the elven superiority complex. Listen, it's not my fault they suck. It's not my fault these guys with bladed weapons can't get the job done. Of course, we get a circlet that's tinier and more protective, of course. It's been over 6 years of me following, had to stop by. Hell yeah. 6 years, good lord, thank you. Everyone's dead, so now I can loot in peace. You know, when the drops are like 1, 2 silver, the like 80 or 160 or whatever I made off that hobbit in town, really,
This will prove useful.
you know? Ed, hello.
I have a good use for this.
A shield and a pipe? I can't use a shield, can I? I can't imagine. It's two-handed. Yeah, I can't even use it. Ranger and champion only. Is there any way I can outfit that? Oh, wait, give. Hang on, hang on. Your ally cannot equip this item. Ranger and champion only. Farron is the oh, it's because they have two-handed. Farron is the dwarf. There you go. Okay, I wonder if there's any way I can check what they have equipped. We'll have to keep that in mind. To keep that in mind, that if I find stuff, I can give it to them.
Here is something I can make use of.
Stonecutter's light crossbow. Champion only. Hey, guess what? You have that ranged weapon now. Westernese artifact. New quest, work of the Westernese. Find a second artifact. You found an artifact of such quality is likely a relic of another age. It appears to be a component of a fine weapon. If you're able to find more such artifacts, a skilled smith would be able to fashion something exceptional. Hell yeah.
This has the power to heal. Just what I needed.
Keep an eye out for... Whoop!
Is everyone unhurt?
These ruins are not sound.
We must find a way out of these pits. Anon Edron Ni'am. I will take this.
Battered Thrall Scimitar. That actually a weapon? Yes. I can't equip that item. I haven't yet unlocked the ability to dual wield. I don't know what he has, is the problem. Can I give? No. I just missed what you said, Ed. Playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on Switch 2. How are you liking it? Lyrics, hello. Did you finish Persona 5? We did. It finally happened. Lyrics, we finally beat it yesterday. Or is this just DLC I don't know about? How funny would it be if this was Persona DLC? How funny would it be if this was Persona DLC? The Lotro Nerds Palace, yeah. Just, it's the guy who really likes 360 era games, and this is what his palace looks like.
These goblins are small, but deadly all the same. This has the power to heal.
Oh, you're caught between the hammer and anvil now!
Oh, I can loot things from here. That's what I thought. I love that I don't have to stop doing things to heal. I just have to tap a button. Oh my God. Hey, can you guys get your shit together, please? I'm gonna come all the way back here to loot all this stuff.
I've used them all.
Yeah, because I'm officially out of health potions.
I'm badly hurt.
Oh, I have to remember I've ranged attacks.
Just like a dwarf.
Oh my god.
So much time on the ground. That was too close for comfort. You have my thanks.
I'm sorely hurt.
I've literally no HP. Don't you have that anti-archer orb? So that's like a that's like a it's like a Titan bubble. It's like a Titan bubble, so I'd have to stand in one place, which is not helpful when there's, you know, other guys spawning. Oh my god, he dropped a potion. Get the fuck out. All right. Health. Maybe a little more health. Power up my ranged attack. That seems like a good idea. Unlocks and increases healing done by Sanctuary. Oh, I can do healing. I was imagining it being more an orb flying around blocking arrows. I wish it was that. I wish it was that. We're gonna go for that.
This bloom is beautiful and useful as well.
I like the idea of that. All right. Now that we're done with the fight, we can go loot all the things. This is on the original Xbox? No, this was a 360 game. And I'm playing the now delisted Steam version. Great sword, hunter's buckler. Ranger and champion only. Give to what's it? Him. I remember basically nothing of this game. I remember nothing of this game. Yeah, I still have a 360. And we've been talking about having some 360 streams. Okay, I need to go back down here and then get all the things you can beat up. I'm gonna see, is this the sort of game where like I got a better hunter's quarterstaff? Yeah, kinda. All right. Okay. They could have they could have like timed the enemies a little better. You know what I mean? And I think, you know, the true fun obviously would be 3-player multiplayer, everybody doing their special shiz. Because I found that secret wall.
Could be making those cries.
And I'm sure the other guys have their, you know, have their thing. Okay, I haven't unlocked the ability to dual wield. Ah, it's in this tree. Unlocks dual wielding of a one-handed weapon alongside the staff and increases your damage. It's deep. Famous elven ability to detect secret doors. Grants armor bonus based on your current will. Holy shit. Holy shit. Armor bonus based on will the survivalist spite someone. As always, spite's a good reason. It looks like their armor is changing in the background. It looks like their armor is changing in the background because he did not have a hood. Okay, I'm a little annoyed that the critical gauge didn't. Oh my god. Okay, so we know why this game is rated M.
Oh, you're caught between the hammer and anvil now!
Oh, see, then you stun him, and then you get over here and you go, waha! Oh. Okay, that built the gauge up pretty quick, so maybe I need to... Aha. Okay. Magical shockwave. Good dwarf right in the thick of it. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. All right, just chill, duder. I'm looking for loot. Okay, just calm down for 2 seconds.
The very thing I need.
Oh, whoa. Did she say feel the wrath of the Eldar? I don't think that's the wrong. It's the wrong people. Scholar's Ring. Oh. Plus 40 power. So mana. Oh, hell yeah. Oh man, I should have gotten the bird out earlier. Blam. Eldari out here about to land on Middle Earth. Maybe that's how it happened. Maybe that's how elves first came to Middle Earth, was they came from space. "10 hours in this game, Matt gets to summon an avatar." Hey, buddy.
I thank you, friends. Without your timely arrival, my death would have been slow, but certain.
You can talk. I know they can talk.
We are pleased to be of service. No one should be left to suffer at the hands of the goblins. May we know your name?
I am called Belaram.
Okay, there's a sound effect that I need someone to trigger, please.
Who is it I have to thank for my rescue?
I am Andriel, and I belong to the household of Elrond Halfelven, the Lord of Imladris. Look
at this bird! Wow! Okay, this bird big. Look at this bird! Wow! Okay, this bird big. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Exactly what I wanted. Thank you.
What brought you here to Fornost?
Exactly what I wanted.
Far across the lands of the north, gathering news for Gwaihir, my lord. When I saw activity here in long-abandoned Fornost, I grew curious and flew lower to investigate.
What did you see?
Goblins and other foul folk are working within the ruins.
Foul folk.
They appear to be preparing for war, building siege engines and stockpiling arms.
Were you able to determine who it is that leads this force?
I saw a tall man, heavily armored. The goblins obeyed his commands. Who he is, I cannot say, but he had an aura of menace, like one tainted by the shadow.
That can only be Agandaur.
You know this man?
He is a servant of the Dark Lord. We must find him and destroy him if we are able.
I will assist you, but it will be perilous. The enemy has positioned war machines upon the inner wall. They limit my ability to fly freely.
If we could reach the top of the wall, we might be able to destroy the machines.
Beyond those doors, you will find a passage and stairs leading up to the wall.
It's really funny to think that, like,
to be well guarded.
One of your most dangerous things is a big eagle.
To the air and draw their fire. If we are fortunate, that will allow you to gain the top of the wall unobserved.
Very well. Let us begin. Let me gather this.
Elf Stone of Protection and boots. We need more games with giant eagles. I don't hate that idea. All right, more. And then I think. Oh, wait. I'm crafting. Rejuvenation potion. Healing cake. Improve health regen for a minute. Hell yeah. Love this. Plus 35 armor. Cake can be healing. Listen, I've you know, you ever had a really good cake and you're like, you just feel better. Thank you everybody for the clips. Oh. Let's return debris. My brain thinking of a different setting. Egg? I'm glad your shoulder's feeling better. You can never say no to more brie.
Welcome. I think more folks are starting to believe the dangers I warned of are real. But it's no wonder, really. What with the Black Riders appearing on our streets and attempted murder right here in the inn.
Black Riders entered Bree?
Yes, but Barleyman can probably tell you more than I.
Yeah, your prices are awful.
Welcome. I think more folks are starting.
Black Riders entered.
Yes, but Barleyman can probably tell you.
Your price is but a fraction of what I could get elsewhere.
I know, but it's all I can afford. I wouldn't blame you if you took your business elsewhere, but I hope you won't. We are in need.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. You can have some of it.
Welcome. I think more.
You must pardon me.
Okay. I'm doing. I assume if I get enough, I'll get XP. You know, it's like, oh, you've given him 10 weapons.
What can I do for you?
What news is the...
The only thing people are talking about these days is our own bit of excitement. It concerns your friend Strider closely.
What has become of Strider?
He left town with a party of Shire hobbits that came in just after you left. Seemed like an odd pairing, if you don't mind my saying so. They were strange folk, these hobbits.
Strange? In what way?
Well, for one, they seemed to be in some sort of trouble. Even before they showed up, we had this black-cloaked rider come round asking after hobbits from the Shire. He put a...
Brie Larson is also pretty rad.
A Black Rider. What became of him?
I can't say for certain, but more of them turned up after the first. They came into the town the same night as the hobbits. It was fortunate your friend Strider kept them hidden that night. Not long after, 5 of them broke down the gates and rode through the town, howling like a storm. Last anyone saw, they were traveling east.
Thank you.
Should I, like, talk to everybody again? Does everybody have new quests?
I have a lot of work ahead of me.
May the stars shine upon you both.
Okay. No, just I can just come back to town and sell and repair and how much do I have money? Oh, you know, I got money. And I can sell. I got a bunch of stuff to sell.
Welcome.
I like they put all my sell stuff down here. Let's do dexterity. Is that a thing that I want? We're talking about Lord of the Rings stuff in chat. We're getting nerdy.
Welcome.
For the Lord of the Rings heads in here, I have 3 recommendations. For what? More nerd stuff? Matham is a Hobbit term for a useless treasure item. Yes, I do know that because I played Lord of the Rings Online.
Welcome. What can I...
Shelf, yes, Shelf by Genre, highly recommend. Just in general. I highly recommend Shelf by Genre. See, he's had like 3 new weapons since they're definitely doing some sort of background leveling. I wonder if their gear kind of keeps pace with mine. I'm curious. Oh, D, I don't think... No, I don't see any cats. Sorry. There's a very good Lord of the Rings total conversion of CK3. Read something besides Lord of the Rings. You know? I don't even disagree with you. Read something by a woman. Oh, this was, oh, so see, I can swap character now. So if I wanted to swap character, it's weird that they don't change. It's weird that this doesn't change. I'm gonna be honest. It's weird that their character models don't change, but you know, whatever. After Lord of the Rings, I got really into, I don't know what that is. I don't know what those letters stand for. For example, I got really into Earthsea. Earthsea's a good option. Yeah. Oh, love, yeah. I've never seen it shortened that way. That's new. What is Lovecraft? That's a silly joke.
What deviltry is this? A goblin sorcerer.
He's got some magic in his command. Now, there's one of the machines over there.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Give me a dodge roll. God. God, games were better when I had when you can dodge roll. Oh, you're not dead. There we go. This is very funny.
Look out below! There's one more machine that still needs to go.
Hey, can you guys clear this up, please? Automod won't let me say what I want to say about Lovecraft. I bet you it will. It literally got held by Automod? Oh, I didn't see it then.
You've been fleeing. Value your life.
Listen, anything you have to say about Lovecraft, I'm sure is correct and appropriate.
There's one more machine that still needs to go.
I'm not modding this chat for once.
The war machines have been destroyed. Our path is now clear.
Let me make sure I didn't miss any lootables. You know me, I gotta get the loot. Okay.
Honk, fuck off.
Brian, hello. She's an elf wizard and a tall woman for this team. Yeah, but yeah, she's the woman, so by definition, tall woman. I gotta get back to work as hell. Love you, bye. But buddy, I'm sorry, work as hell. I love you.
An excellent opportunity to call on Belarom's aid.
Yeah, get him.
Or we can do it the hard way.
Hello? Did you just not? Oh, you just didn't want to. I did it and you just said nah. I called him and you just said, what if nah? Cool. Oh my God. Hey dude, you're dying. Get out of the way. Oh my God. What the fuck?
I need more time.
Get him. The wizard staff machine gun is very funny. It's like they were like, listen, we know we need the wizard to have a ranged weapon, and we don't know any other way to solve it. Okay, I used that healing cake and literally nothing is happening. Okay. I found the one secret. Wait, level total. Wait. That said, on the old one, level total, secrets found 1, level total 1 of 5. I thought they meant for all of Fornost. That said secrets 1 of 1. What did I miss? How can I go back and fix this?
I am free to fly unhindered, but there are others fighting in the city. They may.
Well, that's a secret, man.
Could it be Elrond's sons?
I cannot say, but they move with stealth, and they leave a trail of slain enemies in their wake.
That sounds like Eladan and Elro here on both accounts.
They are likely heading for the Citadel.
Rip Tolkien, he would have loved Elf Wizard Machine Gun.
Maybe we'll meet up with them. I will shadow your movements from above. In open ground, I can strike against our foes. Call on me when the need is great.
Call on me when the need is great. Hey, dog, the need is great? Okay, so I can buy some loot. Okay, let's try to sell. Okay, I can't equip this, so we'll sell it, and I can't give it to them for whatever reason. He definitely would have written wizard machine guns if only he'd known about machine guns. That's true. That's true. He didn't know about machine guns. They hadn't invented them. Actually, no. When was he? He wrote after World War I or World War II? World War II.
Look there, it's Eladan and Elro here.
Ah! The twins can give us a hand.
Hang on.
We must follow after Eladan.
He served in World War II. They invented, his son was in World War II. Okay. Okay, because I was like, wait. Machine guns were invented in World War II. Machine guns were a major part of World War II. That makes, okay. That makes everything make sense.
Welcome.
Hey, I'm fighting to save all y'all's broke asses. Could you give me a better price on healing potions, please? World War I absolutely had machine guns. I'm hearing conflicting reports.
Back again.
I'm hearing conflicting reports. So I don't know. You know, who's to say who's right? Maybe all of us are right. Cowboys, the early 1900s had Gatling guns. You're thinking of the movie Wild Wild West starring William Smith. The mob gets Tommy guns because they were military surplus from World War I. That does make sense. Quick internet search told me machine guns were very important in the landscape of World War I. Internet search, but for where? I don't trust the internet anymore. Read a book. What does the book say? Matt, don't make me pull out my credentials. Listen, I don't care about person credentials if you're not using the right sources. You did this to yourself? Hey, great timing. I'm gonna take my break. I'm gonna take my break. We've got a good little spot before starting the next level. So I'm gonna take my break. So I will be back in a little bit. When I get back, we'll do Game Duel and more of whatever the hell is happening in War of the North. So I will see everybody back here in just a little bit. Take this opportunity to get up, move around, you know, stretch, make sure you're drinking water, make sure you stay hydrated, have a snack, something like that, not end, take a break. I'll see everybody back here in just a little bit.